Fruit. Did you know that some fruit grows in a season? Some fruit grows quickly, some fruit grows slowly, some fruit shrivels up, dries up, falls off the tree, and doesn't produce anything. Nothing nutritious. Some may ask why I'm telling my stories. First of all, I wasted many years, what I thought was a waste of years. Hardship, trial and error. What I'm trying to say is many people have seen me in my life do things that they questioned were not of God. And I'm here to tell you that Jesus told us about the fruits of the Spirit. There's good fruit and bad fruit. Unfortunately, there's bad people in the church, bad people in the world. And then you have the opposite. You have the people that are good-hearted, kind people. And they're not of Christ. They don't believe in Jesus. They act and say things that make you think that they are, but they're really not. What I'm trying to say is, for about 10 years now, I've had multiple difficult relationships. I've dealt with narcissistic people, not only because of my upbringing, but because of my beliefs. Finding someone that's equally yoked to my spirit, someone that is equal to my fruits. And it's taken a lot of hard times, a lot of disappointment, a lot of trial and error, a lot of input into other people's life, giving, sharing, caring, when they did nothing to deserve any of it. But we have to remember that when Jesus was discipling his disciples, were the fruits equal? Jesus outshined them. He out-miracled them. He outsmarted them. He was always talking in parables. He was always using his wit. He was always using his gifts. He was always fasting and praying. He was honoring his mother and father with the word of God. He was honoring God by showing up to church on time, even when everybody else around him was just not equal to his gifts. So we can't say that Jesus wasted his time whatsoever. We can't say that. We can't say that this man that came in the flesh, that used his gifts, was wasting his time on these murderers, on the street people, the people that were filled with deceit, lust, greed, envy, strife. We can't ever say that Jesus wasted his time. So have we wasted our time? Have we wasted other people's time if we're actually trying to do what's right by God, even though it looks obscure to others? I want to challenge you today to remember that Jesus never wasted his time. He didn't waste his time on someone like me that was raised in an abusive household, that witnessed so many atrocious behaviors that this video would never cover. Even if I sat down and talked about it for 10 hours, it would never cover it all. And the denial that's followed after the truth has come out, after I found the truth within myself and I started to shine my light. The more I shine my light, the more people despise me. The more I shine my light, the less I have to show for what Jesus wants people to see. Jesus doesn't want us to show him works through our brand new car. He doesn't want us to show his works through our fancy house. And I'm not saying get rid of your fancy house or your car. I'm not saying be against common sense. I'm saying use your common sense. If God has given you talents, time, and effort, a brand new car or a house, maybe you can use those things to honor him. It's just a thought. But how do we honor our parents? We get good grades. We have good friends. Then there's some of us that didn't have the opportunity to have any of those things. We were never shown the right way. We were never shown how to have good friends or a decent family, even though our family was religious or Christian or they had good values. It just didn't happen for some of us. And I know some of us are wondering, why? Why, God, would you do these things? And why would you want someone like me? Consider the fruits of the Spirit. Just check yourself. Check yourself and ask yourself, am I using what God has given me freely? Remember what he did. He sat down with tax collectors, lawyers, murderers, thieves, whores, street people, and that's because they all had something in common. They all had talents that they could help others with. They had time and energy because they already knew how to do their job, and they were good at their jobs. He didn't pick people who were terrible at their jobs. Think about it.